Hi everyone, welcome back to Trees and Turtles. My name's Imogen. In today's video, I'm teaching you how to be productive in the afternoon after a bad morning. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to do that. Give this video a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram and let's get started. So it happens to be the afternoon when I'm filming this, and I happen to have not had a very productive morning. Now, I did write this video script a little while ago, but I was looking through my videos because I thought I should really film something. And I came across this one. It felt like a good place to start. So the first thing that I want you to do, if you've had a really kind of unproductive morning and maybe you've been, I don't know, like bed rotting or just like doom scrolling or whatever it is, you've not had a productive morning. It's the afternoon now, but we're not going to let the rest of the day go to waste. So here's how to fix it. Number one, take a shower. Okay, I took a shower just before this. I feel so much better. Like, I was feeling a bit meh. I was feeling kind of like gross and just, you feel refreshed after a shower. Okay, so go and stand in the shower and let the water run over you, have a nice shower, and you will feel a lot better and a lot more motivated, especially if it's really warm. In fact, even if it's really cold, like, showers are good for temperature regulation. If you're too hot, they'll cool you down. If you're too cold, they'll warm you up. Either way, you are going to feel better after a nice shower. Okay, so take a shower. Number two, get dressed in an outfit you really like. I like this shirt. This shirt is a nice kind of like basic shirt and it's comfortable. Okay, so it needs to like look nice and it needs to be comfortable. So get dressed in an outfit that you really like, because that actually has a really strong impact on your mental state. Okay, if you're wearing something that's kind of just a bit meh, then your output is going to be a bit meh as well, because you're not really putting your best foot forward, as it were. Like, you're not putting your best effort into it. So if you get dressed in a nice outfit, and it doesn't have to be like a suit, like a tuxedo. I'm not telling you to wear a tuxedo, although if it helps, go for it. I'm sure you look great in a tuxedo, but get dressed in an outfit you like, because if you're in a nice outfit, an outfit that you like the look of, that suits you, that's comfortable, then your brain is going to get the message, we're dressed up, we must be doing something important. Okay, and that is going to help you do something important. Number three, make your bed. I actually went one step further and I changed my sheets today. So yes, it's really, really important, but even if it's not like a laundry day, then you can still make your bed, okay? Just kind of like prop up the pillows, smooth down the cover, like whatever it is that you normally do to make your bed, okay? Because that kind of sends the message to your brain, look, we're not going back to bed, we're getting out of bed and we're doing something useful, okay? And it also helps you feel more at peace with your environment, because when your environment's messy, it can be difficult to concentrate, okay? So make your bed. Number four, do an easy task to get started. This video is my easy task. I needed to get my ass into gear, honestly. So I needed to film a video, and obviously I needed to film more than one video, because if you've watched my other videos, you'll know that I film multiple in one go. But I thought this was a good place to start, because I was literally talking about the thing I was trying to do. So do an easy task to get started, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like work per se, but it could be, for example, I don't know, you've been really meaning to like wipe down the bathroom counter, so go and find a cloth or like a paper towel or a wet wipe or whatever it is and just wipe down the bathroom counter. You get rid of all the soap stains and you feel a lot better, and it'll take you like, what, 2 minutes max? Maybe you need to take the trash out. Okay, that'll take you like 5 minutes. Okay, or maybe there's like 4 socks on the living room floor that you keep meaning to pick up. Go and get those 4 socks, okay? So do an easy task to get started. That gives you a little sense of accomplishment, and you can kind of like make sure that the momentum snowballs from there. All right, the next thing that I want you to do is take your most important task and work on it for a set amount of time. Now, often when we are like, we've wasted a morning, it's because we're procrastinating. And one of the main reasons for procrastination is we have a big task that we don't want to get started on. So I'm willing to bet that if you are in the afternoon, you're like, oh, I really want to do something productive with this afternoon, but I wasted the morning. There's probably a task that you've been avoiding, and you are going to have to face up to that. Now, I obviously don't mean that you need to work on this task for an interminable length of time. You're going to be like, oh, this is going to take me a week, and it's going to be really boring, and it's going to suck so bad. I don't want to do this task. Okay, fine. Just do it for 30 minutes, all right? Is that too much? 15 minutes. Set a timer on your phone, 15 minutes on the big task. You can stop after that. It's not scary, it's 15 minutes, okay? And gradually, as you kind of work up to this, I would recommend ultimately going for like an hour, because that's a good chunk of time to actually work on something. So if you've got a big task, Just try 15 minutes and then gradually your productive afternoons will turn into, let's do an hour on this big task, okay? The next thing that I want you to do, once you've done 15 minutes or however long on your big task, don't overwhelm yourself, but just get some amount done. And I often find that like when you've started, the momentum keeps going. So maybe if you start out doing 15 minutes, you'll end up with an hour, who knows? But set amount of time on your big task, and then I want you to do something fun, okay? Often when we're in a slump, often when we are in a sort of like an unproductive day, or we've been like just chilling all morning, there's nothing wrong with chilling, rotting all morning is probably a better word for it. When we've been actively kind of like wallowing in our unproductivity, and sometimes, you know, that's cool because everyone needs to rest, but like when you need to do something and you've been avoiding doing it is what I mean. That can often stem from we feel bored or like something. So go and do something fun, okay? Go outside if you can. Go and sit under the tree and listen to the bird song, or go for a little walk by the river, or go to your favorite corner store and buy yourself an ice cream and get some steps in, okay? Or go outside on the lawn, if you have a lawn, and do 10 push-ups. Although, thinking about it, I live in an apartment block and my neighbours might be a bit like, why is she doing push-ups on the front lawn? But anyway, if you have a private garden, you could do this, or you might just not give a fuck. Anyway, do something fun, go outside if you can. Do something fun could also look like call one of your friends, that's social interaction. Or do like an art project, that's creativity, and it gets your brain kind of whirring, okay? So do something fun, go outside if you can, and just try and find the will to live, okay? Because when you're not doing anything, you're not doing anything that brings your brain like dopamine, and you're not doing anything that brings your brain like serotonin, and you're kind of depriving yourself of those like happy chemicals, if it makes sense. So do something fun, go outside if you can, be creative, go for a walk, talk to someone, okay? And finally, this is really important, make sure to relax properly in the evening and go to bed on time to set yourself up for success the next day. It is very easy after an unproductive morning to like really cram in productivity to the afternoon and the evening, and then you end up like working until midnight because you're like, oh, I wasted the morning, I've got to make as much work as I possibly can, and then you go to bed super late, and then you're really tired in the morning, and guess what? You're lying in bed till midday, and the cycle repeats. So working as much as you possibly can is not the priority. The priority is breaking the cycle of having an unproductive morning, okay? Because you don't want to be in this situation again the same time tomorrow, okay? So think of it as, yes, a productivity day for sure, but you need to balance that with a like time scheduling reset. That didn't make any sense. A scheduling reset, okay? So your evening routine after this like unproductive morning needs to be solid, because tomorrow you want to have a better morning, right? Because you're watching this video, and ideally at the end of this video you will have the resources that you need in order to kind of break the cycle, break the pattern, and not feel like this in future, okay? So just chill the hell out. It's okay that your morning was unproductive. You did some cool stuff in the afternoon, you did an easy task, you did an important task, and you did something fun. And you don't need to work all the way through the evening to make up for the fact that you wasted time in the morning, okay? Because all that's going to do is set you back and set you up to do the exact same thing tomorrow, and then you're going to feel even further behind, and it's going to get worse, and you are going to go into a spiral. And I do not want you going into a spiral. Please don't go into a spiral. So in the evening, make time to relax, read a book, have a bath, make a really nice dinner, watch your favorite show, okay, and go to bed on time, because that will set you up for success the next day, and then you won't end up in this situation again, ideally. All right, that's how to be productive in the afternoon and evening after a bad morning. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to do that. Give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. I've got to go do my important task. Bye.